You know, Lorenzo wanted to sell and I didn't. And Lorenzo's like, I'm done. I'm out. I can't do it anymore. Be happy for me that I'm getting out and I don't want to do this anymore. But yeah, no, I wasn't ready to sell. But you know, obviously, if these guys, if they're at that place that they want to sell, $6 billion is not a bad number.
Did you think though, when that acquisition happened, that you would stay in the position that you're in? Because you're kind of, I mean, you're the face. Was there that concern as like, okay, I exit with you, or
I'm still in a bunch of different businesses with them. We own a lot of different companies together, me and the Fertitta brothers. So I just figured, all right, what's next? What are we going to go do next? And we'll move on to the next thing. And they were like, we got to talk to you. Nobody's going to buy this if you don't stay. So, and now in hindsight, I mean, it's the greatest thing ever. We continue to break records, and I continue to, you know,
Can you break down like the whole weight situation? What was that like?
I had 2 pounds to go in the morning of weigh-ins Friday. So I'm in the blanket, killing myself again. We're like 10 minutes in. Tiki walks in. He walks in with Hunter.
Oh, your manager.
With Mick. They explained the whole situation. Brian's getting taken to the hospital right now. Stop cutting weight. What's your weight at? I told him what my weight was. I was like, yeah, I'm basically on. 5-10 more minutes and that half pound would have been gone. So I do all that and they're like, yeah, just to keep like the weight discrepancy from being too far apart. So for this, they're like, yo, let's make sure like you hydrate up. He's gonna get some IVs right now. And I think this is like the first time in history this has ever happened. And of course, it happens to me. The one guy who always has these weird, odd things happening in his fights. TJ Dillashaw one-armed. I get illegally kneed in the head. I win a belt by disqualification. I always have some type of tomfoolery that happens for my fights. I put all that weight back on in the time that he went to the hospital and I was waiting before I stepped on the scale. We put on pretty much the same exact amount of weight. I guess he got like 2 bags of IV, he came back. He still looked like death. But the only thing that doesn't surprise me is like he's looked like that in multiple occasions on the scale. And he comes out and he still puts on a dog fight all the time. And sometimes he wins. So I know some people were like trying to discredit the win, saying like you couldn't even finish a half-dead Brian Ortega. And I'm like, which one of these guys have finished a Brian Ortega half-dead? None of these guys.
Я не вижу шансов в Топуре.
То есть ты считаешь, что
Арман ударки тоже не дает. Арман слишком дистанционно дерется с ударниками. Я, например, 80-20, я вижу победителем Армана.
80-20 is crazy though. Come on, man. 80-20 is hard when anyone's fighting. 80-20, the only time 80-20 could be thought of in fights has been in the case of Khabib and John Jones. They're the only people that have gone through this whole thing without losing. They are the only two. So you could have possibly said, well, yeah, it's probably 80% that guy's weight because they never lose. But guess who else hasn't lost? Ilia Topuria. So to put him on the opposite side of that 80-20 is crazy to me. I don't believe that for one second. I really do disagree with Khabib on that one. That's one that there is not a guy in the world that I believe is gonna beat Ilia Topuria 8 out of 10 times. That's just the truth.
Я думаю, реванш пойдет намного легче, чем первый бой, так как статистика говорит всегда, реванши со мной выходить это очень опасно. Я думаю, мы подтвердим то же самое, что со мной не стоит выходить на реванш.
Может быть, в этот раз вообще не стоит пытаться перевести Алекса, потому что ты, в принципе, перебивал его стойки.
Все может быть. Я буду делать все, чтобы доминировать. Если бороться, надо будет бороться, биться, стойки. Я думаю, у нас не будет проблем нигде.
А ты видел отрывки тренировок Алекса Перейры, где его там борют, он встает постоянно. То есть, очевидно, он готовится к тому, что будет вставать постоянно.
Да, возможно, что я не буду его переводить. Может, он это делает зря. Ну, пускай делает, готовится. Я наоборот хочу, чтобы он подходил к этому бою на 100% готов, чтобы у него не оставались вопросы по поводу поединка, чтобы не было таких разговоров, как в прошлом бою, что не был готов или что-то было не сделано. Я хочу, чтобы он подошел в хорошей форме и после нашего поединка, чтобы у него не было оправдания.
Era, pô, a gente tava praticando isso direto. Na verdade, eu não fingi nada, não. Eu fui só com a mão pra cima, que a gente já tocou a luva antes da luta começar. Tocou a luva ali, pum, pum. Fomos pegando pro seu canto e ali eu não jogava nem mais olhando pra cara dele. E fui pra cima que assim, ó, com a mão balançando e entrei em queda. Não fui pra tocar a luva. Eu tava querendo botar ele pra baixo e tal, fazer o jogo, mas eu, porra, dei uma entrada de queda feiona, mano. Com a cabeça pro lado de fora, ele só saiu da reta, eu passei que nem uma vaca, eu já puxei pra guarda. Aí eu segurei ele, me defendi um pouquinho e fomos em pé de novo, né? Em pé eu fui usar a envergadura, né? Trocou de base, eu vi que a cara dele sentiu, né? Deve ter quebrado o osso ali, o osso da canela encostando quando eu chutei. Eu chutei em cima de novo, já é ali mesmo que é o caminho. Ele caiu, eu dei tanto soco nele, mano, o maluco não apagava, mano. Porra, do queixo dele desse tamanho, assim, músculo pra cacete no queixo, sei lá, mano. Eu soquei, dei cotovelada, bati de marreta. E o juiz não parava a luta e eu batendo, o maluco duro, mano. Ele tava por baixo apanhando e tava querendo levantar, resistindo aí, não consegui nocautear, tá ligado? O maluco é duro. Foi difícil essa luta aí, mas graças a Deus conseguimos.
Rampage tweeted, "Say what you want about me, twist my words all you want. Hopefully none of your kids fuck up bad enough to have people judge your parenting. When all is said and done, when justice takes place, no matter what happens, I'll still be a parent that loves all his kids. I'm allowed to complain about the racism 2 human beings were involved in this incident. But hey, it's the internet, be yourself." Syko Stu is no longer unconscious following the brutal attack by Raja Jackson that shocked the wrestling community. A new photo from the hospital shows Stu awake and responsive, smiling alongside his loved ones. In an interview with TMZ, Stu's friend Douglas Malo shared an update. Malo said, "Stu remembers mostly what happened during the early parts of the day. He's talking a little bit. He's alert. He's still got some injuries that are very serious. Not like life-threatening serious, but facial injuries." Meanwhile, Stu's family had launched a GoFundMe campaign to help cover his medical expenses. The fundraiser has already surpassed $170,000, with the largest contribution coming from Mr. Beast, who donated $10,000. Pro wrestler Chris Jericho is also among the top donors, contributing $2,500.